in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty. Bend down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk harder than a match here. But at night it's a different world.
All right, well, we're going to do it right off the bat and get the RIPs out of the way.
Okay.
Big one this week. Big one. Monty Norman, composer of the iconic James Bond theme.
Oh, no.
Dead at 94.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You say...
What a long run.
So it's you don't even get your own line right. No. Dr. No.
Oh, okay.
He got to start with Dr. No.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't get a start there, but that's the first, of course, James Bond movie he did, because it was the first James Bond movie.
Oh, I didn't realize it was the first James Bond movie.
What do you think was the first
James
Bond
know.
movie? It was called James Bond. You're going to want to check this out. Yeah, look at this. This is a guy named James Bond. Yeah, Dr. No. It's like the ninth book. No, like the eighth book? It's in there. Like, it is not the first book.
Yeah.
By any stretch.
But they're like, this is the best one, so we're going to just start with this.
You know, you're going to have to ask Al Broccoli, and you're going to have to wait a while, hopefully, to ask him.
Yeah.
Putting together quite a show in heaven.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, he was a big band singer.
Oh.
I think that comes through in some of his compositions.
Sure.
And he became a songwriter in the 50s. He was born in the East End of London.
Okay.
But he had a West End hit with Irma La Douce.
Okay.
Was a musical in 1958. And then, got together with Cubby Broccoli.
I see.
Said, you're the guy to make that swinging James Bond theme.
Well, it's a really great theme, and I think it will live on in James Bond movies to come.
Yeah.
So,
and supposedly he was called in specifically to do the soundtrack for the film. Uh-huh. And they always say like, oh, and he composed the other songs in the film, which, I mean, there's one or two, but like the song that Ursula Andress is singing as she comes out of the ocean. It's like, yeah, but I mean, like people hear it for like the James Bond theme. Yeah. But the James Bond theme it came out of his struggles to write. Because he'd never really written like a soundtrack, I don't think, or like anything, major. And so it's set in Jamaica, Dr. No. So they wanted that kind of samba swing thing for the whole soundtrack's kind of like that. Mm. But apparently like the theme and sort of the elements of it came out of him kind of messing around and trying to get through writer's block on the score. And he's like, check this out.
Sometimes the best things come out of writer's block.
This is Todd.
Right? Yeah.
Todd has a huge, flugelhorn or whatever. And... Okay, all right. You got the job.
That's enough of you, Todd.
Yeah. And then he did all the musical direction for some of the Bond films up until I think maybe the 70s or so, specifically with From Russia with Love.
Okay. All right. Well, those are some great ones. And yeah, maybe he's doing some big band music.
Oh my God.
Up in heaven.
In heaven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gabriel, got a part for you. You're going to love this.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yeah. When it's real dark. When Judgment Day starts, you're going to hear.
Oh, I don't want to hear that when Judgment Day starts.
Jesus is walking, turns around, shoots the earth. And the earth's blood
I don't want
down.
this. This is terrible.
That's the first seal, right?
Uh-huh.
Or is it the bull? There's the bulls and the seals. Are the bulls and the seals the same thing?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, I know. The Jews never made it to Revelation, did they?
No.
They stop at the good stuff.
That's right.
They're here for the lobster of the Bible. Wait, they can't have lobster. What can they have?
Steak.
They're here for the lean roast beef.
Yeah.
Of the Bible.
Uh-huh.
Not the Kaiser roll.
No, the fat
on the outside.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know, man.
I think the whole thing's going to be like this.
We're going to be a little punchy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about 375 degrees in here. I don't know which
usual.
bowl that is.
Yeah.
And I'm put together solely by iced coffee. So we're going to see how far we get on that in the Just Enough Trope podcast. I'm your host, Caliban, joined as always by my co-host.
Hi, I'm Mika and Hana.
And we're here to bring you all the news that's fit to cast in the world of nerdy entertainment. We're doing that today. And because nobody wants to take on Thor. Nobody would take on Thor. And, when Thor brings that hammer down, it spreads to other weekends.
Yeah, apparently,
so,
yes.
Nothing really to talk about nerd-wise this weekend. So we're going to go back in time.
That's right. We're going backwards. We're running backwards.
We're running backwards. We're going so fast, we're reversing time and entering the Speed Force.
That's right.
And ironically, a lot of this movie's in Hawaii.
Yes.
She hasn't made the Ezra Miller connection yet.
Why?
Ezra Miller's also in Hawaii. Sonic! No, forget about Robotnik. Sonic, the real villain, is still loose.
Are we sure he's still in Hawaii?
I don't know if they're still in Hawaii. You said he. You meant
sorry,
Sonic.
I meant he. They.
Sonic may have gone back to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Sonic the Hedgehog too. She's not. Look, you think that I'm punchy. She's punched out. So we're doing a retro review and talking about the long ago released film, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yes.
But hey, good news. If you haven't seen it, based on our recommendation, you can go immediately to streaming and watch this thing, which is how we watched it.
Yeah.
I hesitate to ask, but how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
The machine that can tell on the phone by your, it's for jilted girlfriends or something, by your voice imprint, whether you're lying or not.
You think I'm lying?
I think we'd have a fibbing on that.
I'm doing good besides being hot. So yeah, I'm doing good.
Is it the Disney? What's the fibbing? With the harp that tells if you're lying or not.
I have no idea. Is there a machine that you're talking about that does this? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think it's from a DuckTales episode.
Oh, okay.
Raiders of the Lost Harp.
Of course it is. That is such a random pull.
Harp voiced by, of course, Russie Taylor, who voiced Huey, Dewey, and Louie throughout the entire series.
Well, there you go.
I don't know who's doing it now. It's for the Emmy Award-winning David Tennant series I haven't seen a single episode of.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you know what's cooler than that?
What?
Dreaming that you're Thor, which I did last night.
You dreamt that you were Thor?
Well, I mean, I was like me, but I, had the powers of Thor and wielded Mjolnir and
that's
all that
pretty
stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. The thing about like flying in dreams though is I just once like to have like a cool flying dream where I'm flying and I'm controlling everything. But whenever I fly in dreams, I never really get off the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
You jump or something like that?
Yeah, there's like jumping, but like never really like hitting an apex and having to come back down or like taking off initially, but then being like, I don't like this. We're coming down here.
Okay.
Never just like full on Henry
it.
Cavill, just, hovering Dragon Ball style.
Okay. What's up with that?
Like I said, it's probably psychological.
Okay. You feel like you can't have fun or something like that?
They say that when you're flying in a dream, you're having sex.
Oh, is that right?
So,
okay.
Probably tells you a lot too.
I never dream that I'm flying, so.
Well, that probably says a lot too. Everything will be revealed tonight on Just Enough Trope.
Yeah.
I think Freud said that, but a lot of people attribute a lot of things to Freud. So the question is, this is from Sandman, right? Like, so what does it mean if you're having sex in a dream?
Yet you're flying?
It's one of those things where it's like, don't answer the question. Like, it's a cooler question when it's asked than when the answer actually comes.
All right.
Right?
Leave it to me to be lame and try to answer it.
What's for dinner, kids? Or something like that.
Yeah, right. What's for dinner, kids? I like that from Severance. That was great.
Severance is so well written that they actually found a way to pay that off.
I know.
No spoilers, but at the end of the first season,
yes.
When he's like, now we're going to find, okay, kids, we're going to find out what's for dinner.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. They wrote that like, okay, well, here's TV. All right, we're back on track. We're talking about TV. They wrote that like I always say you're supposed to. Mm-hmm. You write it like write your first season like there's no second season. Now, obviously, I
hope there will be
set
a
up hooks,
season.
and I think they knew that they had a second season. But like, if you compare it to Lost, whereas Lost just farted around for 22 episodes or whatever, was it? I can't. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah, there might have been a writer's strike or it might have been a replacement, but but I mean, like they just farted around, thought like, okay, well, and then they dropped the hatch on everybody, and I like the hatch. Nobody else likes the hatch.
I like the hatch,
and so and then it became like, oh, this whole thing's a waiting game. They're just gonna wait as long as they can and just keep it on to sell Skittles or whatever.
Yeah.
But Severance is just like, no, we're doing everything that you think could happen out of this premise. We're going to do everything. We're going to set it all out there. And then, yeah, we'll end on like a hook to bring you back. But it's all, you know, when it comes back, the game will have to completely change. So that's our review and recommendation for Severance.
Yeah, I highly recommend it.
Which we've already talked about on the show.
Yeah, I recommended it to some people that I work with. I was like, and I can do that because I remember my, you know, what I do outside of work and when I go to work, unlike the people on Severance.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Sadly, they don't have Apple TV, so they'll never see it. Let's talk about the news.
Yes.
The joke is no one has Apple TV.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why I have Apple TV. Oh, my phone.
Because of
my phone contract.
with our phone contract.
Let's talk about TV. We've got some TV news, and the biggest TV news that we've got is the list of Emmy nominations came out.
Including all
those
those
time
for
of year.
Severance.
Do they always come out this time of year? I don't know when they come out.
I think they do.
But they're out. And gosh, that Succession show, people sure love it. It got 25 nominations.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Jeez, who's watching this show?
There's a lot of people
Everybody,
watching
I
it.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people watching it.
Well, anyway, J.B. Smoove and Melissa Fumero, which is just like, that's one end, the other end, bring them together. We got them all. Announced all the nominations in a virtual ceremony.
Okay.
So they didn't even get to be in front of people. Anyway,
Sure.
that's weird. Let's talk about some of the hits.
Sure.
Let's talk about outstanding drama series. You've got Better Call Saul, Euphoria, Ozark, Severance, Squid Game, which, how do these things work?
What do you mean?
I feel like that came out a while ago. Was that just last year?
It came out earlier. Yeah, this past year.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Stranger Things. Kidding me. Stranger Things is up there with Better Call Saul, Euphoria.
Yeah, I know.
And Succession, which I don't like, but I guess I respect. Succession and Yellow Jackets. It's Stranger Things. Drama series?
Apparently it's a drama series. Yeah. If it's
dramatic.
not straight comedy, it's a drama series.
It's tough. It's tough to do real world product placement when you've got the show set 35 years ago, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not, because Pepsi and KFC all still exist. Yellow Jackets, still haven't checked that one out, but
I've heard good things.
I'm thinking about it.
So I'd like to check that out.
Thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I'm also watching every other one of these shows except for Stranger Things and Succession and Ozark. I gave Ozark a chance then.
No?
Well, it's just, I just said Better Call Saul, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Like I've already seen Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching the possibly superior show, Continuance. That's a legal term. Better Call Saul. So why do I have to watch
Ozark? Okay.
Ozark's just like a mean-spirited, gross escalation of Better Call Saul.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
All right.
Laura Linney's great.
Yes.
In everything. Outstanding comedy series, Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
Which was just sued for stealing somebody's premise. I don't know if it's true or not, but a guy or girl, somebody sued them and said that they had pitched that idea. And ABC went, great idea. We'll call you.
Okay.
I don't know if it's true. Barry, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Hacks, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Only Murders in the Building, Ted Lasso, and What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, see, I don't watch any of those.
So Stranger Things, not funny, so I guess it's a drama.
Yeah, you got it. That's how they
How many times has
it.
Curb Your Enthusiasm been nominated, do you think?
Probably a lot, but, it just came back. So, yeah. They're like, we're going to put that on the list again.
Still haven't watched that Hacks.
No, I haven't watched
Gene
Hacks.
Smart. Good and everything. Outstanding Limited Series, Dope Sick, The Dropout, Inventing Anna, Pam and Tommy, The White Lotus. That's it.
Okay.
No,
I haven't watched any of those either.
Interested in any of these. Except for Dope Sick, I just want to see, because it's about like the Sacklers, right? It's about the opioid.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
Pandemic?
I know it's about drugs.
Does it have to be contagious to be a pandemic? I guess if you touch
another
fentanyl,
great question.
Then you are contaged.
Contagion.
Outstanding lead actress in a drama series, Jodie Comer as Villanelle in Killing Eve.
Still going, Killing Eve.
kind of ran out a while ago. Huh?
Yeah.
Laura Linney as Wendy Bride in Ozark. Melanie Linsky as Shauna in Yellow Jackets. Sandra Oh as Eve Pilastri in Killing Eve. Reese Witherspoon as Bradley Jackson in The Morning Show. And Zendaya as Rue in Euphoria.
Well,
You've
Euphoria
seen one of
is
these
the only one
shows.
I've
What's your
seen.
pick?
Yeah, exactly. I guess Rue. I mean, she does a good job, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder if Jodie Comer and Sandra Oh will cancel each other out. Sandra Oh's won one of these things, hasn't she?
Gosh, I feel like she has. I feel like she's been nominated quite a bit.
Maybe for this show.
She might have won for Killing Eve.
But
even.
but for Grey's Anatomy. Outstanding lead actor. We know so much about TV. Outstanding lead actor in a drama. Ozark, Jason Bateman. Succession, Brian Cox. Lee Jung-jae for Squid Game. Bob Odenkirk for Better Call Saul. Adam Scott for Severance. And Jeremy Strong for Succession.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
I want Jeremy Strong to win. So I can hear him say a bunch of weird stuff about his process. And how, he must, my entire trailer must be completely full of my farts before I'll step on set.
Wow.
I feel like we get more, this guy buries himself with the dumbest, least self-aware things.
Okay.
When they interview him a lot. So
whatever's
going to get him more interviews.
Wow.
That being said, if Brian Cox doesn't have one of these, we got a problem. So
well,
maybe just give it to him.
Yeah.
The outstanding lead actress in the comedy series, Rachel Brosnahan for Marvelous Miss Maisel, Quinta Brunson for Abbott Elementary. I think she's the main one on Abbott Elementary.
Okay.
Kaylee Coco for Flight Attendant, Elle Fanning for The Great, Issa Rae for Insecure, and Jean Smart for Hacks.
Okay. I haven't watched any of these
shows.
I know.
That is not good.
No.
I do want to see
Smart?
The Great, but who's got Hulu? Nobody has Hulu.
I want to see The Great as well. I think it would be fun.
Here's my problem with The Great. So I saw The Favorite.
Yes.
The movie that ruined my favorite director.
No.
And this just sounds like, and also like wasn't funny, right?
Not really.
Like his movies are funny, but they're funny like, I don't know what's
I'm
going on.
so uncomfortable.
Yeah. They're that kind of funny. And then this movie was like, it was partially that, and it was partially also, you're like, oh, it was so funny and was so, refined and,
Yes.
And this is sort of like Transporter Accident separates The Great. We're going to reverse Tuvix The Great into a real Lanthimos movie and The Great. A show that is actually like, no, it's just a comedy about woo-hoo-hoo.
Right.
But like it's also still got Nick Holt in it because he's just like, he
know.
came with the package or something. Like, I love this frame. Oh, the picture's fine too. Keep it up. So like for that reason, I'm like, I don't really want to like, do I want to do that again?
You're like, do I want to
Plus it doesn't have Rachel Weisz in it.
Oh,
I hope that will do TV soon.
You think so?
Wouldn't she be great?
Yeah,
she'd be so good
excellent.
on a comedy or a drama.
Yeah, I like her a lot, actually. So, yeah.
People need to like get into TV more.
Yeah, I think so.
Here's some TV.
Okay.
Lead actor in a comedy series, Donald Glover for Atlanta, Bill Hader for Barry, Nick Holt for The Great, Steve Martin for The Only Murders in the Building, and Martin Short for The Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah. Okay. I don't watch any of these.
How podcast adjacent is this?
What do you mean?
Is this in a show about a podcast?
What is what?
The Only Murders in the Building.
I don't know if it's in a podcast. Is it a Netflix show? I can't remember if it's a Netflix.
Three strangers share an obsession with true crime. So they must have a podcast or something, right? Suddenly find themselves, maybe they listen to podcasts. It feels, I smell trends.
Yeah.
I smell old people picking up on trends.
Yeah.
10 years too late.
Yeah.
That's what I smell.
Yeah.
I smell Emmys. And, of course, Jason Sudeikis for Ted Lasso. Maybe he'll get some papers when he wins. Lead actress in a limited or anthology series or a movie. Did you get all that?
Yeah.
Toni Collette for The Staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I smell slightly fresher trends.
Yeah. Well.
My sister likes The Staircase.
She does.
Julia Garner for Inventing Anna. Lily James for Pam and Tommy. Sarah Paulson for Impeachment, American Crime Story.
Mm-hmm.
Margaret Qualley for Maid. And Amanda Seyfried for The Dropout. Mm-hmm. So which failed startup person are you going to vote for in this one?
I don't know. Inventing Anna had a lot of buzz around it too.
We failed isn't on here.
Okay. Inventing Anna had a lot of buzz around it too when it first came out. But
I don't think We Failed got nominated for anything. What's it called? We didn't make it work.
I have no idea what it's called.
It's got a really bad title. And I think it's Hulu. Outstanding lead actor in a blah, blah, blah. Colin Firth for The Staircase. Andrew Garfield for Under the Banner of Heaven, which is like the weird, it's like a Mormon murder mystery.
Yeah.
Now this was a podcast like 10 years ago, wasn't it?
I
remember people talking about this.
Okay.
But it's got like flashback scenes, or he's in the flashback scene. There's like a current storyline and like a past storyline.
I believe you.
Not interested.
I have no idea.
Not interested. Oscar Isaac for Scenes from a Marriage. Huh. Didn't see Jessica Chastain nominated for that.
No.
Huh. Must have phoned that one in.
Yeah.
Is there some kind of like gold shortage? Are they like, no, she got the Oscar. Screw her.
Do you think that's what they did?
I don't know. Oscar Isaac is... Look, I like Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, me too.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
She's a better actor than he is.
She's a fantastic actress.
She's not nominated.
Yeah.
Good luck, Oscar.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton for Dope Sick. Himesh Patel for Station 11. Well, he's the only... Wow. A lot of talent in Station 11. Just only him.
Yeah.
And Sebastian Stan for Pam and Tommy. All right, good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
This feels like Michael Keaton's been hot recently.
Sure.
Does Colin Firth have an Emmy? Maybe it's Colin Firth's time.
I don't know if he has an Emmy.
I know he's got a BAFTA.
Question. Yeah, okay.
I don't know if he's got a BAFTA. I'm just assuming. Did you see him come out of that lake? He's got a BAFTA.
Yeah, there you go.
It's, we're going to skip... although competition program, Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls is nominated.
Oh, I'm excited about that.
Talk series. What? Why talk series? You just go like, all right, so it's going to be Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, it's going to be all the talk series.
Or, who cares?
Yeah.
Variety special. Supporting actor in a comedy. Here we go.
There we go.
Anthony Carrigan for Barry. Brett Goldstein, Ted Lasso. That's Hercules, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's who that no name is, and I don't know. Toheeb Jimo for Ted Lasso and Nick Mohammed for Ted Lasso. How many Ted Lassos are there?
They just were like, just bring all the
Ted
Lassos
I'm going to level with you. I don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
But I do like this Ted Lasso show.
Yeah.
Tony Shalhoub for Mrs. Maisel, Tyler James Williams for Abbott Elementary, and Henry Winkler for Barry. Oh, and Bowen Yang for SNL.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of nominations. I'm just saying.
Well, check out supporting actor in a drama series. Nick Braun, Succession. Billy Crudup on The Morning Show. Oh, that's where he landed. Kieran Culkin on Succession. Park Hae-soo for Squid Game. Matthew McFadden for Succession. John Turturro for Severance. And Christopher Walken for Severance.
Oh, yay.
Oh Sung-yu.
Severance.
Excuse me. Oh Young-soo for Squid Game.
Okay.
Man, Squid Game was going on.
Squid Game was... I really liked Squid Game.
No, it was good. It's just that...
Except I didn't like the ending.
I'm surprised that they are... they're honoring international performers. I think it's good.
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic.
And
I think
Netflix,
wish they did more
check,
of it.
cleared. They wrote that one early.
Yeah, they did.
Outstanding supporter in a limited or anthology, blah, blah, blah. Miri Bartlett for White Lotus. Jack Lacey for White Lotus. Will Poulter for Dopesick. Seth Rogen for Pam and Tommy. Peter Sarsgaard for Dopesick. Michael Stuhlbarg for Dopesick. And Steve Zahn for The White Lotus. So if they cancel each other out, it's down to Seth Rogen versus Will Poulter.
Yeah, right.
Good luck, both of you. Supporting actress in a comedy, Alex Borstein, Marvelous Miss Maisel. Hannah Einbinder for Hacks. Janelle James for Abbott Elementary. Kate McKinnon for Saturday Night Live.
Of course.
It's her last season. Maybe this is it, the time she clinches it.
There you go.
Sarah Niles, Ted Lasso. Cheryl Lee Ralph for Abbott Elementary. Juno Temple for Ted Lasso. That's where she landed. And Hannah Waddington for Ted Lasso. Jeez, Ted Lasso's all over this thing.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of nominations, and there's a lot of people that are nominated.
Actually, I fully understand. Drama. She's acting ladies. Patricia Arquette for Severance.
That's who I want
Supporting.
to win. I know.
Supporting.
Yeah.
She is like the female lead on that show.
I know. I want her to win.
Julia Garner for Ozark. Jung Ho-yeon for Squid Game. Christina Ricci for Yellow Jackets. Rhea Seehorn for Better Call Saul. I want her to win.
Yeah.
J. Smith Cameron for Succession. Sarah Snook for Succession. And Sydney Sweeney as Euphoria. Oh, that's Cassie. The actress plays Cassie.
Okay, sure. She did a good job.
You know, there's a lot of actresses on that. There's only 2 of them are nominated.
Yeah, I know.
It's whatever. I mean,
everybody from Ted Lasso's been nominated.
Yeah, I mean, you could at least put what's her name on there?
Jules?
She Googled murder.
She Googled murder? What are you talking about?
The girl who's on there because her father is a famous director.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember
So
her name.
famous that every proper name has been forgotten.
Yeah.
So let's just move on to Outstanding Supporting Actress in a limited or anthology series.
Yes.
Or a movie. I forgot. Connie Britton for The White Lotus. Jennifer Coolidge for The White Lotus. Alexander Daddario for The White Lotus. Okay, HBO money's coming in. Caitlin Dever for Dope Sick. Natasha Rothwell for The White Lotus. Sydney Sweeney for The White Lotus.
Jesus Christ.
Mare Winningham for Dope Sick. So, here's the deal.
Yeah.
I think it's Rhea Seehorn's to lose.
Okay. All right. You think so?
Yes. People will overlook Patricia Arquette.
Ugh.
It's a little... it's great, but it's a little actory. It's a little performy.
Yeah, it is, but
it fits for the character and what she's doing.
Yeah.
But you know, Rhea Seehorn's she's been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
It's about time. That's my opinion. We'll see. Writing for a comedy series, drama, blah blah blah. It's all the same shows. Yeah. All right, so
there you go.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What do you think
about
TV right now?
It just seems like it's like the same shows, right? I mean, it's just like the same like 8 shows.
Well, I guess that's what you think.
Yeah. I don't know. TV's okay. I don't think it's as good as it's ever been. I don't really know what the question is. Exactly.
Here you go. You could have probably started with that.
Yeah.
That's just so you in a nutshell.
Oh, shut up.
Outstanding directing for a variety special. You were like saw light. You were coming out of the tunnel and you're like, let's turn it around. I don't know what's going on here. You almost faked your way through it.
Yeah.
Outstanding directing for a variety special. You've got, and I don't care. You've got Adele, Dave Chappelle's Thing, Gerard Carmichael, the Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show, and then Norm Macdonald's special, directed by him right before he died.
Oh my God!
Who do you think's winning this
Norm
one?
Macdonald.
So congratulations posthumously to Norm Macdonald on that one.
Yeah.
I
mean, what do you think of TV right now?
Well, like I said, I have a limited scope because I don't watch a lot of these shows.
Yeah, I know. And I watch a lot of the dramas.
And I tend to be a rather all or nothing kind of person. I don't know if it's just, that I'm critical. That's what it is. Or if it's the point in my life that I'm at or how old I am. But if something's not fantastic, I'm going to give it a pass.
Yeah.
Because something fantastic will come someday. And it'll have enough seasons, probably, hopefully, that I'll be able to watch it in between all the other things I have to do.
Yeah.
And so I don't watch stuff that's like, it's good. It's good.
It's
I
okay.
usually don't. I just don't watch things like that.
No, I don't either.
And for me, like a lot of the things that people are really excited about fell into those categories. So I would say that TV is fine. I think TV in between, TV is horrible. TV is limping along. I'm going to switch to the other side of the scale. TV is fantastic, or TV is convincing everyone it's fantastic. That's where it is, I think. The
convincing
B,
everybody.
not the A, the B.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I could see that.
C, D, or F. It's like B, B minus. I can't believe that.
I could see that.
Show's on still.
Well, my sister.
I mean, like, what do you do? They're on the 5th season, right? Like, what do you do?
She's still doing comedy. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That was for me. Like, the jokes weren't funny.
Yeah, they weren't really funny.
All the parts where they did comedy, like the jokes weren't funny.
I know.
And not even like, oh, there's Lenny Bruce is on. All right, so Lenny Bruce wasn't always like funny. He had a thing, but it's like they're doing like, Take My Wife, Please, and the jokes aren't funny. So
I watched like 1 or 2 episodes without you, and it still wasn't funny.
All right.
So I just kind of gave up on it.
I was right earlier.
Yeah. My sister watches Stranger Things, and she was so excited about it, and she was like, "Oh, have you watched it?" And I was like, "No." And
I got sour news for you, Jill.
And I didn't. She does this thing where like she will temper what she says depending on what I say, and
We are learning everything about Weekend and I.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want her to totally be like that. And I was just like, so I just wanted to be like clear. I was like, I'm not watching it. I'm not that excited about it. She was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about the next season or not. And I was like, just okay. This is just my opinion. I wanted to make that clear, you know, because I don't want to take joy away from her if she's enjoying it, you know?
Why? Okay, so here's my question for you. Does she like Eddie?
I don't know. She didn't get into details. Probably.
Joseph Quinn plays Eddie.
Uh-huh.
He's apparently the breakout star.
Yes.
Which, you know, Netflix can just tell me he's the breakout star, and I'm like, fine. But apparently people like him. I don't know if those people are also told by Netflix what to like, but they like him, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know him. Did I say his name is Joseph Quinn? Yes.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with him. I believe that he's a British actor. In the great tradition of British actors, he looks very ill. Okay. Remember that guy? You're going to remember this guy. Mm-hmm. All I can think of right now is that he was in Get Out. He played the brother. Remember the weird family in Get Out?
Yes, I remember the weird family in Get Out.
And there was the girl from Girls.
Yeah, and there was the sketchy
and there was
brother.
The weird brother. Yes.
Yeah.
That guy, I don't remember the actor's name.
But he was in a lot of things.
He was in a lot of things recently.
Right, yeah.
And every one of those
moment.
things required him to take off his shirt, and we see his pale, sunken chest, and he always looks like he's, you know, he looks tuberculotic.
Yeah, he looked ill.
Here's your next guy, Joseph Quinn.
Yeah, okay.
That's our guy.
Okay.
Well, people really like him.
Okay.
And people are trying to, like, ship him. I don't think that he's gay, but I can't tell. Who knows? I don't know his alphabet. But people are trying to, like, you know, kind of ship him with other people on the show.
Okay.
This is all sort of speculative because, again, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
But here's something I do know. I do know that he was yelled at at London Film and Comic-Con.
Okay.
Apparently, the event oversold tickets to his meet and greet. Oh. And they wanted to move these guests in and out fast.
Okay.
And he spent too much time talking with his fans.
He was yelled at because he spent too much time?
Yelled at him.
That's so stupid. That's a stupid thing. Is this real? Like, this is the sort of thing that would, like, people would, like, make up for his PR to be great. But if this is real, that's a stupid thing to get mad about.
Well, he didn't get mad.
Uh-huh.
He cried.
He cried?
Yeah.
What? This is like, come on. Come on. This is like, this seems made up. You made this up. This is too much.
I couldn't make this up.
This is too much. I heard, speaking of Stranger Things, that the actor who plays Will said that the character is gay.
Yeah, well, I guess, you know, when they're cast as a child, it's hard to plan ahead, so.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, it's fine.
It'd be nice if the actor was gay, but.
I don't know if he is or not.
It's a decision they made about the character.
Yeah.
Later on.
Yeah.
I mean, if they added a gay character to the show, that they just get killed. So, probably best to go with this. Although, as far as the core Stranger Things group goes, Will, the most useless one, right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't died yet. In fact, I haven't seen the recent season, so I don't know what happens.
Well, I feel like he almost died.
I feel like Will's got a target on his back.
Yeah.
The only thing is, we'd have to deal with, you know. It's not fun to have Joyce lose 2 children.
No.
So let's just back off on that.
Yeah.
Or not. She lost the 1 children.
No, she didn't. She didn't lose a kid.
Wasn't there another dead kid?
No.
Why is she divorced? Where's the dad?
I don't know where the dad is.
Well, anyway.
Or did they lose a kid? Now I'm confused. I don't remember.
No. The big guy lost a kid.
The big guy lost a kid.
The sheriff.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. Holden.
No, it's not Holden. That's Catcher in the Rye.
I thought that his name was Holden.
No, his name is Butler.
No, it's not.
His name is... Let's play a game where we try to figure out what his name is. His name is...
I
Bring
swear
Bar.
it starts with an H. I swear it does.
Hobbler.
No.
Hoggle.
Hoggle? No.
Oh, hog breath.
That's Labyrinth.
Hopper.
That's it. Okay. Got there eventually.
I had
That's
no fun
embarrassing.
doing that. That was not fun at all.
Okay.
You know what else wouldn't be fun?
Let's stop talking
The
about
movie
Stranger Things.
starring Glenn Matarazzo and the blonde chick from Spider-Man, where she's like, "Let me tell you how tough it is to be a straight-A student." And then, like, I have to pretend to like this weird boy in order to get some bonus points or something. Well, the Asian girl, she's crawling up my back. Oh,
What
the
the
black
heck?
girl is almost catching me.
What?
But thank God I'm white.
I have
And
no
I'm
idea
gonna
what's
fall
happening.
in love. And we saw the preview for that movie. It's the transparent girl from the Spider-Man movies.
Okay.
You know, she's like so white that her lips are kind of blue. They're not really pink. Like she's sort of
God.
and like she's like don't make me do the whole thing again.
No,
All
I
movies now,
remember.
all anime, but definitely all movies. It's just like we're back to talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Do people like rediscover Ferris Bueller or something like that?
I don't know,
I
man.
just don't. It's just lazy.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to make you endearing, but it's hard for
not.
your character. I assume her character is going to have a revelation. It blunts the arc of their character when they have to talk to you, when they're talking in omniscient narrator about, because they didn't know that their heart had to be 3 sizes bigger. Is the voiceover in time with?
I don't know.
No, it's looking back, right?
I have no
That's what when you pick a
idea.
voice, that's what you're picking.
I don't know. Okay, we're
So
just
anyway,
doing
she
this.
and then there's 3 other kids who are all minorities, so
Yeah,
she's got to
I
beat
know.
them. What if the main girl was a minority? And then she's got to win, and she's in all the clubs. And then one thing, it's a school project or something. It's not interesting or creative. It requires her to be with the toothless kid from Stranger Things. Only he's got teeth in this movie.
He's one of the other competitions, so she's gonna try to
don't
win
think he
him.
is.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
He's
okay.
like one of the smart kids.
Oh, and then because she's got to put him down.
Yeah.
But then she starts to fall for him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, number 2, I think you're okay.
Yeah.
At your, it's the high school from every California shot show and movie.
Yeah.
Salutatorian. And I think you're still gonna get into Harvard.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, with your toothless boyfriend. I should make fun of him for that. He's made fun of it. I just need an adjective. Okay, so let's talk about some of these people that we just talked about.
Yeah.
The Blue Lip Girl. We also talked about Adam Scott, who's nominated. He is going to appear in this Madam Web movie. They are packing this thing full of actors and actresses. One of those actresses is Sydney Sweeney from Euphoria. So when you're Sony, it looks like Disney's already got the backstage to the Oscars staked out.
Yeah.
You're going to pick him up in the Emmys.
Yeah.
Expect to see Ted Lasso in a Sony movie soon.
Oh my God! Stop.
I don't know.
He's gonna be the bad guy or something.
That'd be all right.
Yeah.
He's he could play. This will be Adam Scott, because I'm trying to think who's going to be, and they're just going to work every spider villain universe character into a thing. So he'll be Alastair Smythe.
Who's that?
He is a mad scientist who builds robots that hunt spiders. Spider-Man.
Okay.
If what's his name? Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Can't remember the actor's name.
I can't remember.
If he's smart, no, he can't. He's signed up to Disney. Never mind. Whoever lost the audition for Fresh Off the Boat to him should go to Sony to play the Negative Man.
Okay. Who's the negative man?
He's a crime boss who skin color changes. Look, white guys don't think about these things when they create characters.
Well, they should.
Don't think about this, okay?
Well, but they should.
You know, Tombstone, he's a ruthless mob enforcer whose skin is all white, but he's a black man. It's like,
No.
Come on. I think that was a Wolfman one, too. Come on, Wolfman.
Stop.
Yeah, they don't think about this kind of stuff.
No.
Oh, you don't care when a guy turns into a green goblin. It's not
the same thing.
Yes.
When it's a
The Black
skin
Panther
color
villain who's
that,
like, oh, he's a black man, but he was born an albino, so we just draw him like a white guy, but he wants to take over Africa.
Okay. It's not the same. Like when it's a color that it's not in nature that your skin can be, it's not the same. Your skin can't be green. So.
I agree.
Yeah.
Speaking of green skin.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about what Joe Dante thinks about Baby Yoda.
What? Do I want to know?
Joe Dante says, I think the longevity of his film is key to the character of Gizmo. But then, about Baby Yoda, he said that it is completely stolen and is just out and out copied, shamelessly, I would think.
What? He thinks Baby Yoda is stolen from Gizmo?
Yes.
I don't know that I would agree with that.
Oh, okay.
No
story.
I don't know if I agree with that. Like, I don't know. I think
get her some more iced coffee.
Yeah, give me more iced coffee.
Nothing. All right. Let's talk about more TV stars. It's supposed to be all TV. Did you know that Constance Wu attempted suicide after the backlash to her tweets?
I did not know that. Well, I think you told me that. That's terrible.
Okay. There's a new hotline.
Okay.
That people can call.
Yes.
It's a nationwide one?
I think so. And it's like 898.
988.
988.
Those are the three letters.
I was dyslexic.
If you
988
or somebody you know is experiencing these feelings and these thoughts, you can call 988, and it's supposed to be staffed 24 hours a day.
Yes.
It's at least English and Spanish. Hopefully they can rustle up some more languages than that, but
yeah,
help is available and it's out there.
Yeah, which I think is great.
And I want to mention that.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go hard on this person who was apparently suicidal.
Okay. Here we go.
Well, isn't this just her reunion tour? Like she's coming back, right?
Just kind of seems like it.
Because let me set the stage.
All right.
Nobody felt bad for her in 2018.
No.
When Crazy Rich Asians came out, she was huge, and her show had yet to be renewed, and she went on Twitter to express her disapproval with the fact that she had to wait around to hear if her show was going to be renewed. And
I would say
people on the internet overreacted, as they do, unfairly and brutally. But you're still going to be in the next Asians movie, the next two, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be in those.
Yeah.
It's not like you don't have a career or anything. You weren't canceled, as they say. I'm sorry that you felt bad about it, but you reframing this as something that you were, that happened to you, just happened to me.
Right. Like you don't see how you're a part of the equation at all.
But no, I know. Look, I'm not. That's victim blaming. I'm not victim blaming. I'm just saying, like she's got she tweeted it, but it's a photograph of text, so it's like 4 paragraphs about her new book,
Okay.
And she's back. I feel well enough to venture back here. It's just like these people are so.
Like she's announcing that she's back. It's weird.
She's making like a business thing on it.
Yeah.
I mean, my empathy dries up a little.
Yeah.
When it becomes, a business venture.
Yeah, I agree. That's too bad. I feel bad that she, was suicidal, but again,
me too. I had it wrong. She was mad that she had to go back on her show.
Oh, she was mad she had to go back on her show?
Yeah. Of course, they announced that the show was renewed, I believe, because of the success of
Crazy Rich
she was a
Asians.
hot commodity.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh no, my show is back. And people are like, hey, great. And she's like, it's not great. And this is, of course, a time when, again, you didn't ask to be a representative of a community that's under attack right now.
Yeah.
But you just sort of you kind of went off on your own, and a lot of people were unhappy about that. Some other people responded in the wrong way about that.
Yeah.
And so, sorry about that. But
hey.
That's all the time I wanted to spend on that.
Okay.
Without you really saying anything. That was a me thing, I guess.
I said I thought that it was horrible that she felt
Want to shit on Beanie Fieldstein?
Not particularly,
okay. But pass up on that one then.
Wow. I don't know.
Let me pose a question to you before I bury myself even deeper. What do you think about going to the movies?
I like going to the movies. Why?
What do you think about watching TV?
I like watching TV.
What would you think about seeing Eric Kripke in a cage match versus both of the Russo brothers? Or maybe just the one that acts, right? Only one of them's on screen. So Joe Russo.
Sure.
Because the Russo brothers have been interviewed, and we've talked about how, Malcolm Gladwell, 10,000 hours, you're an expert. Being interviewed as a famous person, 10,000 hours, you're going to say something stupid.
Yes.
Well, they have talked about how going to the movie theater and the idea that people could just go to a theater in this day and age is, quote, an elitist notion, end quote.
I don't know if I totally agree with an elitist notion. I will say that everything's getting more expensive, so it's harder and harder for people to be able to afford going to the movie theater.
Their new film, The Gray Man, 52% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
49% on Metacritic.
Great.
I know you were thinking about watching it.
Yeah.
Available on Netflix. Also, currently being shown in theaters. So,
well, there you go.
What's the end game?
What are you guys doing? Are you saying that going to the movie theater is dead, so you feel better about people getting Netflix or something like that? I don't understand what you're doing. I don't understand what their angle is, Me
either.
Yeah.
But guess what?
What?
Eric Kripke, the guy that does The Boys.
Yes.
He has taken aim at TV show makers.
Okay.
We all know that streaming TV shows are like 10-hour movies.
Yeah.
And he has said he's thrown the gauntlet down, or the laser-eyed baby, or whatever happens on that insane, stupid show.
Yeah.
Don't like The Boys. And he is taking them on and saying, it's not, I work very hard. I work very hard to make these shows, these episodes of a show that also tell a longer story. I'm going to let him do it to himself.
Oh, great.
He says, as a network guy who had to get people interested for 22 effing hours a year, hey, buddy, we weren't that interested.
Yeah.
It was mostly for the eye candy.
Down. Yeah.
And then cheeseburgers and beer, Sam.
That's right.
And then every once in a while,
Supernatural.
Castiel would show up.
Yeah.
And that's a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't get the benefit of, just hang in there and don't worry. The critics will tell you that by episode 8, shit really hits the fan. Or anyone who says, well, what I'm really making is a 10-hour movie. F you. No, you're not. Make a TV show. You're in the entertainment business. I never liked this guy.
I
never liked this guy.
Don't like what he's saying. I think that, seems like he has a bad attitude. I mean, yeah, you're running a TV show, but right.
So this is
what?
Yeah, this is the best part. So he goes on and on about the pride of being making a TV show, being a TV guy, right?
Somebody just let him run his mouth.
Let me do it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, you missed my semaphore. Then he goes on to say, that now that he's doing Prime Video, right? Now that he's gone streaming, he'll never go back to broadcast. Quote, I can't ever see going back to a network. It's the ability to do two things. Have most of your scripts written before you shoot a day of film, and then all the episodes finished before you turn them over to air. Yeah, Eric, that's what you're talking about. Yeah. You're talking about being an in-the-trenches TV guy.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Yes.
Which one is it? You are making a movie. Mm-hmm. You have a script, in this case, a 10-hour script.
Yes.
That's all paid for and planned.
Yes.
And then you get to go out and shoot it.
Yeah.
Over the course of 20 weeks.
Yeah.
That's what you're making a movie, dude.
I know. What the hell?
Get in your stupid ass car with the Kansas license plate and get out of here. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
But these people, Constance Wu.
I
hope she feels better. And if she doesn't, 988. And Eric Kripke, they're so up their own asses, they don't even know how they sound.
Yeah. Somebody needs to get to them and be like,
Chris
Stop
Pratt
talking.
was, sorry.
Oh, wow. Really?
Do you want a Chris Pratt?
Not really, but if you're going to give it to me.
No.
Just go ahead and give it to me.
Well, I'll give you a Chris Pratt, Jason. First of all, apparently Harrison Ford told Chris Pratt, that he doesn't want to play Indiana Jones for the rest of his life.
Okay.
And supposedly that made Chris Pratt turn down Indiana Jones. I think maybe Disney saw where this is going, and they're like, we don't want to enter another thing with you. So
yeah, really,
we're good.
Yeah.
Paramount. The Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it? Who owned Disneyana Jones?
I don't. It's Lucasfilm, right?
Oh yeah, but that's not part of the Star Wars
Disney,
deal,
isn't it? I don't know. Great question.
Owner,
guess,
the Walt Disney Company. Yeah. I think Walt Disney's like, we don't need to do another thing with you.
No, I don't think
we know where this
they
is
need
going.
to do another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently, oh no, I don't want to.
No, I made that decision myself because
the real adventure.
Yeah.
Christianity.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
Nintendo.
Yes.
Has acquired an animation studio.
Okay.
CG production company Dynamo Pictures.
Okay.
They're going to rename it Nintendo Pictures. And they're going to make those movies.
That's smart.
Samus will be voiced by Chris Pratt.
Stop it.
He's so cool.
Stop it. You're just going to tell me everybody is voiced by Chris Pratt and that they're so cool.
So this company has apparently... So they're a CG production company. Notice they aren't... The headline said animation. That doesn't sound like an animation company, does it?
Yeah.
They've done motion capture work on Death Stranding, Persona 5, and other things. So it's like... The Last of Us isn't made... I mean, animators have to do something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But that's like Troy Baker and the chick from Growing Pains are like sitting in a car set talking to each other.
Yeah, right.
That's like not animation.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh. So it's not really animation the way that we think about it. So most likely.
You would have made a great executive.
What?
It's like animation, but it's animation in a way that we've never thought about it. Oh, you mean... not being animation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you mean it's not animation?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Interesting.
Okay.
I don't know. At what point does Avatar become animation?
I don't really think of Avatar as animation.
Well, there you go.
Because it's like motion capture, right?
But I
it's
mean,
animated.
I know Zoe Saldana is very talented.
Yeah.
I hear her Nina Simone's amazing, but she can't play a Catwoman in real life.
Wow.
She's not 8 feet tall.
Yeah. Okay.
What if they get it all kind of mixed? Here's what I want to see. Sometimes you see like tests and they get leaked. I want to see tests where like Mario and Luigi are Joel and Ellie.
That's weird.
So they're like riding in the car and it's like, okay, old man. You telling me about the guitar.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, come on, Ellie, let's go. Smash, crush somebody's head with a brick.
This sounds terrible.
Right.
Yeah.
Joel murders, 25 Koopa to get her out of the Fireflies.
Oh my gosh.
Base. You gotta know that game.
That's okay. I believe you. That sounds like a lot.
Ellie, I found you. I'm the star.
Oh my God, what is the star?
Bummer guitar cover of the Invincibility song.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
I'm giving my falsetto a real workout here. From humble beginnings, incredibly humble beginnings, weird-teethed humble beginnings.
Yes.
To a launch. Bleep, blop, bloop, bloop. 6 weeks before the pandemic shut everything down. It beat all the odds. It made $319 million on a $90 million budget, including the redesign, and blew everybody away by going fast to the top of the box office. Sonic the Hedgehog was a success.
Yes.
But now you don't have any of that stuff to help you out, pull you back. I don't know.
Help you out, right?
Sometimes the toughest road is a straightaway.
Okay.
And so Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was released on April 8th, 2022. Mm-hmm. We've watched it.
We have.
Because it came out 3 months ago. And
Yes.
now we're going to talk about it.
Yes. Would you like me to give you a breakdown of what happens?
Go for it.
Okay. So, we start on like it's like Mushroom Planet or what have you. You're already shaking your head.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Oh.
50 words. What happens?
Oh, what's the bad guy's name? Jim Carrey's character.
Jim Carrey.
Okay, Jim Carrey is plotting how to come back to Earth. He opens.
No. No, we don't have time for this. We'll both die of heat exhaustion.
Okay.
Sonic is learning to use his powers, but he's got some growing up to do. And when Dr. Robotnik returns with a new ally, Knuckles, the echidna, Sonic will have to team with his own new friend, Miles Per Hour, to find the Chaos Emeralds. Period. Count them. It doesn't matter. It wasn't even 50.
All right. Fine.
Here's you. We open. Exterior. Daytime. The Mushroom Planet.
Okay.
That's not going to get us anywhere. Come on.
All right. Fine. Sorry. We had some good slapstick at the beginning.
Oh, we certainly did. Sonic the Hedgehog. A movie you can't believe that you enjoyed.
I agree.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yes.
Does Blue Lightning strike twice?
I also enjoyed this. You know, I thought it was fun. It was funny. I thought Jim Carrey was delightful as Dr. Robotnik.
Delightful.
Yeah. He was having a great
I'll
time.
sue you if you heard that.
Okay. Well,
yeah. I do think he's enjoying himself.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
I think so. And his
988 if he's not.
And his sidekick was having a great time too. And Stone, and who I don't remember from the first film at all, but man, they really were banking on you remembering him. And
do you want a flashback?
No. That's okay.
They could have done it.
They could have.
When we're reintroduced to him, he's crafting a latte and thinking about Dr. Robotnik. So all they had to do is put one little thing in when Robotnik still had hair, in the first movie.
Yes.
Where he's like, here's your latte, sir.
Yeah, right. But
they trusted that the fans who came to see Sonic the Hedgehog 2, who may or may not have been able to talk when the first one came out, would remember that character.
Most people probably did, but I'm just a weirdo who didn't, so.
I had to be reminded.
Oh, okay.
Boring. Cute Sonic has human teeth, too.
You're right.
That are a little weird. They're not rounded like Ugly Sonic.
As weird.
But I'm like, we give... The whole focus of Ugly Sonic is on the teeth. And I'm just saying, look at Cute Sonic's teeth, too. But don't look too long. They look back into you.
Yeah, that's right.
This started off with like you said, and now we are going to talk at the beginning, but it still doesn't justify you starting at the beginning in your recap. Finding out what happened to Robotnik.
Yes.
We were told in a mid-credit scene that he had, survived and he was around, but so he's on this planet. He's introduced. We see that he's, been honed, cut down to his basic elements by his sojourn on the Mushroom Planet. And then we introduce Knuckles.
Yes.
And now they're teamed up and they're heading for Earth. Already a better opening than Thor 4.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
First scene after the credits. We're in Seattle for some reason.
I thought the
Although
whole thing
it
was he
wasn't
was
Seattle.
moving.
I've been in Seattle. I don't think it was a shot in Seattle. But it's in Seattle for some reason. It's a close metropolis to Montana where they live, and it's not San Francisco where they were the last movie.
Yeah.
He uses his super speed to kind of foil a robbery.
Kind of.
Bam.
Yeah.
Already better than a Flash movie, which doesn't exist.
Yeah. Right.
They've made 2 Flash movies.
They have.
While the real villain is still running around Hawaii somewhere.
Oh,
Sonic,
God.
while you were there, why didn't you go get him?
Look for Ezra Miller.
Right.
Yeah.
Just runs up to a compound, Oh, it's a little Heaven's Gate.
Oh my gosh.
The guns start shooting at him. And as he's like dodging the bullets, he's like, where's that weight go? I always get those mixed up. right?
my God.
Grabs
Yeah.
2 16-year-olds, zip, zip, drops them off at their parents.
Yeah. I'm still very troubled with the whole Ezra Miller thing. So
Okay, but I'm trying to make fun of it, though.
I know.
I'm trying to have fun.
I know.
On this comedy podcast.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I thought that the antagonism with Knuckles was good from the start. And Idris Elba is a good bad guy. And why are you looking at me weird? Because
I don't. When you take the lead, I don't know where you're going. Other than it seems like you're trying to get this done as soon as possible.
I'm sorry.
And we owe these people content, so we're gonna have to wander around a little bit. Unfortunately, we're less like Sonic, more like Billy from the Family Circus. That's how we're gonna move through this.
Okay, that's fine.
I disagree. I really enjoyed this movie, and I don't understand why.
Okay.
And I'm afraid that Sonic the Hedgehog is my Ted Lasso.
Oh, no.
And we've got our art for the show now. I was going to go with Sonic Goes Hawaiian, but this is going to be much better.
Okay.
He's a ball. Somebody's kicking him. Isn't it like it's about soccer or something?
I think so. Yeah. He's got a mustache like
what
Dr.
I'm saying
Robotnik, right?
Is that maybe I can't see through the badness. Like, I get that, like, it's not... These aren't like world-class jokes. This isn't even like Lord and Miller level. Like
no.
Casey and there was a guy named Miller that worked on this, I think. But it's not even that level. It's like, B level of that.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. And there are things in this that you would not expect in a video game adaptation for children.
That's true.
I don't think that it is... I really like... And I don't think that it's like a weird, cynical grab for a multiracial audience. I like that a lot of the cast is black. And I forgot the sister character.
I did too.
From the first movie.
Yeah.
Until she was in this. And then when she was in this, I was like, oh, this is great. And then we go off and do Sonic for half an hour. And like, Sonic's fine. But I was watching, I was like, when's that sister coming back? And then she came back, and she and the wife character were doing their little spy thing where they were going in. And I was like, this is great. This is the movie.
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
And then she left, and she never even showed up for the finale.
No, she didn't.
She just walked out of the movie, and I was very disappointed.
Well, and I also feel like we didn't, not only did I miss that character, but I also feel like we didn't exactly get an ending for that character either, because we kind of did.
Yeah,
because like the whole thing was that like her
very
fiance,
improbable situation where for some reason
it was like a fake marriage.
It's important that the feds like get somebody on the inside.
Get close
so
to where
you pretend
Sonic
to marry
is.
the sister, and then you'll have all the inside information or something. I don't know.
But it seemed like
they actually fell in love.
That he actually fell in love with her.
It seemed like maybe the guys that wrote this, whose names I don't know, had like Tiffany Haddish is not doing stuff anymore. All right, how do we like squeeze this into a Sonic movie?
Yeah, right.
It seemed like My Bodyguard or something. No, that's a different movie. Anyway, I don't have a title right now. Title pending. But, I got seemed like the perfect guy. But he's a spy. The perfect spy. Got my title.
Oh, there you go.
And we move on from there.
Yeah. It was
a little off topic.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I like this.
Well, and it was fun too that they were using like Tails gadgets. Like Tails had like a bunch of gadgets in their backpack. And they didn't know what they did either.
Yeah,
so they're like, "Is this a lethal weapon? I don't know. Let's shoot it at the cake, and then
you might be a murderer in 3 seconds. Yeah. Pull that trigger.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was,
and unexpected.
Well, I mean, I don't think anything in this movie is unexpected.
Oh.
I think it was very predictable.
I guess.
And it basically unfolds exactly like the first movie, where it's like, oh boy, having this power makes me really great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I feel pretty humbled. I guess I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, the power of family is what really counts. That and whatever the super
friendship.
energized MacGuffin that I have at the end of this thing.
Yes.
And now the Space Hog wins.
Yes.
I mean, but again, is this my Ted Lasso? Why don't I care? Why does it entertain me so much?
Maybe you don't expect much going in.
Speaking of going in, a little rough. Mm-hmm. When they wrote this, they didn't know how we'd feel about Russia. But they go into this place, this rough and tough bar in the middle of Siberia.
Yeah.
It's just Pee-wee's Big Adventure. they're just doing Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, essentially.
The scene where he goes to the biker bar?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen Pee-wee's
So when you
Big
say
Adventure.
essentially, you don't know what I'm talking about. Pee-wee, on his journey to find his bike,
Yes.
his own Chaos Emerald,
Yes.
goes into a biker bar to use the phone, but he yells at everybody to be quiet because they're being too loud. I'm trying to use the phone. And then they're all mad at him, and he's like, okay, excuse me. And he leaves, and then he's like, and he hits the bike, and then they all fall down like dominoes, and they're like,
Oh my gosh.
I'll do the whole scene. I don't care. I say we kill him.
Okay.
I say we hang him, then we kill him.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Okay.
I say we scalp him, then we tattoo him, then we hang him, and then we kill him.
Oh my gosh.
Biker Mama comes out. I say you let me have him first. I say we let him go.
Oh, he
No.
does his own voice. Yeah.
And how does he get out of that?
A dance off?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's a similar situation.
This movie steals from so many other movies.
Yeah.
And yet it works still.
Yeah.
And it's stealing from itself. Because you don't remember the first movie. They beat up a bunch of guys in a bar in the first movie.
Oh, I don't remember that.
When he's eating chili dogs.
Oh my gosh. And he eats chili dogs in this too. But yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like that's more just a nod to the audience.
Yeah. Okay. I did like the old lady who was like...
But, no, okay.
That was
All right,
great.
I'll let you tell it. But I want to build up to it first, right?
Yeah.
They come into this bar.
Yes.
This is a rough spot.
Yes.
And they see, I don't know, they see a guy, with one eye or whatever. And they see a guy playing five-finger fillet, with a knife.
With a knife,
or
yeah.
whatever. And then we go over to a nice little grandma.
Who's knitting something. And then she lifts it up and it's a skull and crossbones.
Yes. Which is like,
It's great.
That's well timed.
Yeah.
And then the tag is the guy's chopping the fish and he chops the head off the fish and the head rolls up in front of him and then the fish head goes, run.
It is great.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
But who cares?
Yeah. Well, and I like that too, that they show up to the bar and they're kind of in a disguise. Because they're out in the Arctic and they're not wearing anything, just their fur, right? And then him and Tails come in and they're all bundled up and so they could kind of pass as human or what have you. Yeah.
The Minions scene.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the Minions do that at some point.
Yeah. And they take off all their clothes and they're going to feed them to the fire until Tails was like, oh, we should do it's essentially a dance off. So, and then we get that great dance off scene. So yeah, it does, like you're saying, steal from Pee-wee's, but it's a good scene.
Are we done?
I'm just talking about that part, and we're not done.
But you're not going anywhere else. You end every sentence like it's the end of the show.
Sorry.
What tickles me about this, and maybe it is that they are running out of corporate, sponsorships or just plot elements. James Matt Marsden is, he's married in the first one. They're married, right?
They're married.
But he's making this big decision, and the wife's like, oh, what's going on? And he's got to hide Sonic from her, and we got all that,
yeah,
Alf stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't have enough story points in the second one, but they put an impressive amount of references to the games in this. He did everything except turn into a werehog. Okay. And they did it. That's for the Sonic heads out there. And they did it in an organic way. There wasn't any, well, I don't know if it was organic, but there wasn't any stop and go I'd sure like to go to that casino some night.
Yeah.
There's semi-organic. Well, it actually kind of all falls apart when they have the federally mandated animated recap of the film for the credits. Uh-huh. For years, nobody knew what to do with credits. They just got a black screen and the white things going up.
Yeah.
And now everybody knows, you just have animations of stuff that happened in the film.
Yes.
That's what we do.
Right.
So while they were doing that, it was cute. It was in 2D sprite art, like a 16-bit game. But as they're going through green level, Arctic level, temple level. This is, okay, the whole movie was just a video game.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know. It never really hit me until the end.
It was cool,
but that being said, they organically put snowboarding in there.
Yes. I was going to say
Sonic
that.
snowboards. There's a snowboarding game for some reason. They had the emeralds, which everybody's wondering
Yeah.
what, if they were going to be in the first movie. They actually took the mythology of the first movie, which was not in any. Longclaw the owl exists in no. They made that up
game?
completely for the movie for some reason, and a lot of people, I think, a lot of people were like, oh, "That's weird," but they sort of like dovetailed that,
Yes.
owl-tailed that in,
Yeah.
with the Chaos Emeralds, which are really important to the games. He was dash boosting. They even had a bunch of jokes about like, oh, water, great, because everybody hates the water levels in Sonic.
Okay, I didn't get that.
And when Sonic dies, he goes, "Bah!" And then like a big bubble comes out of his mouth, and they had that happen at one point.
Yeah.
And then he even turns into Supersonic at the end.
Yes,
Spoilers
he does.
for a movie that's just a video game.
Yeah. What
Which
happens?
is just Dragon Ball, by the way.
Yeah.
Sonic just stole that from Dragon Ball.
Robotnik like seemed to like kind of like absorb the emerald, because like how did that happen? Like because
That's how the power works.
okay, he's using the emerald and it's just like his power is just like green lightning when he does that. Okay,
I guess.
all right.
Hey, at least he didn't make a wish. That's real hot right now.
Okay,
All
yeah,
the bad
that's
guys
true.
getting a wish.
Yeah, he would have wished for something.
This is a better
awful.
movie than Thor 4, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And then he gets.
Even
he
though they
makes-
also kind of are the exact same story.
How-
I'm amazed that Thor hasn't snowboarded yet.
He will. Don't worry. With his daughter.
One
will.
foot on Mjolnir, 1 foot on Stormbreaker.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Don't want to let either of them to feel left out. So, he builds a robot at the end. Robotnik does, because of course he does. And it's like a big version of him. And
You think that was cut?
What do you mean?
Thor and the two hammers raising the child as a throuple? Apparently,
I don't know. Maybe.
Speaking of Thor,
Yeah.
review Aftershocks. Apparently, a lot was cut from the film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of amazing Taika Waititi stuff. But when you're cutting Taika Waititi stuff, I could see them cutting not necessarily for time or because it didn't work, although I'm sure it didn't work. But I could see them going like, okay, that's fun, but we're just gonna. What if we just put
just cut that.
the
Though.
Rockman marriage at the end of this thing instead of like in the middle? You know?
Yeah.
Because that would be the real
I
thing
know.
is Jane's gone.
Yes.
Spoilers for Thor.
Yeah.
And so, the real relationship here is the hammer, the axe, and Thor.
They're all together
They're a
again.
throuple.
Yeah. Raising the kid.
That they're a Norwegian Polycule.
Sure, if you will.
I'm just gonna write down something. It has nothing to do with what the title of the.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe. There was definitely enough made out of like Stormbreaker being jealous of Mjolnir and stuff like
Let's
that.
talk about Sonic.
What?
Let's talk about Sonic.
Okay. Yeah, so his like mustache like attacks people and stuff like that in the robot.
That's what you got.
Yeah.
You done? You're kind of done. That's okay. I'm kind of done too. There's like we said, there's no reason to have like a spoiler section of this. You kind of know what happens. Sonic's going to do Sonic stuff. I thought Idris Elba was fine. I like Idris Elba. I didn't see any reason that it had to be him in this role, but I think he was
Didn't
fine.
have to
I think
be
they
him.
really stole a lot of character beats from Worf. He was just Worf.
Yeah,
Wasn't he?
essentially.
Yeah.
And like I
He's
don't
even-
what is this base
He's even
of
playing
ball?
baseball at the
Yeah,
end. Yeah. So it's like, all right, look, hey, we're all drinking from the same pot. Do we drink from a pot? We're all
Same cup.
we're
I
all
don't
eating
know.
from the same glass.
Yeah.
And so, look, I get where it comes from, but for some reason I don't care.
Well, I mean, I did think it was kind of cool that even though I guess you could kind of see this beat like happening early on, but like that Knuckles turns out to be a good guy.
Yeah.
So I thought that was good.
Yeah. Just wait for Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, is it another bad guy? Are we just like experiencing like another bad guy? We're like gonna go for Sonic 3 and he's gonna be the bad guy?
The funny
what's
thing is that
happening?
Sonic has so many years and yet so little, I think, to put on screen. Because look, if they continue this trend, we are going to get a werehog in the third one.
Probably.
But nobody's going to want it. And I don't know what revelations there are to be found in his new open world game that people are already mad about.
Oh.
But then again, when you think about Mario, good luck. What's their Mario movie going to be about?
I have no idea.
I guarantee. I mean, just casting Charlie Day, we're done, right? It's going to be a whole meta thing about.
It's going to be very. Meta.
Oh, isn't it weird that we go down these pipes, but we never have any poop on our clothes? Or, aren't we plumbers? It's going to be. It's not going to be Super Mario Bros. The movie. This ain't no game.
No.
That changed stuff, but took its subject matter seriously.
Yeah.
I like Sonic because it takes its subject matter seriously. This will choke coming out of my mouth, but it respects its source material, and it's just trying to entertain people. And I think it's doing it in a way that isn't insulting. And I think that it's, I think it's well cast.
Yeah.
Everybody is working to the best of their ability and having fun. There's only one Olive Garden reference in this one. It's fine.
Yeah. Do you think they hit the note too hard in this that Sonic is their kid, or do you think they hit it just enough?
I think it was planted very shallowly in the earth early on, and it grew tiny little inadequate roots by the end. But my thing was like they already felt that way.
I feel like they already felt that way too, except they didn't exactly. They said family. They didn't necessarily say you're our kid.
Yeah. Plus, maybe audience reactions came back and like people were like more Sonic, and so the human characters are barely in the film.
Yeah. Do you think that Knuckles and Tails will be their kids as well? Like they'll stay around and like they'll be like Sonic
maybe like a
siblings?
weird uncle.
Yeah. Okay. But they're just gonna be like family, and like
family.
Yeah.
Well, they certainly. I mean, if you're gonna reference Vin Diesel and The Rock.
Yeah.
There's no reason that you can't. You've stolen everything else. The shop's bare.
I know.
There's no reason you can't throw a family in at the end.
That's true.
But they didn't. They held back because they knew their audience.
Yeah.
Although the kids that watch this have definitely seen the Fast and Furious films.
Probably. Yes.
Maybe they didn't want to. They didn't want to punch down, so to speak, on that other Fast franchise.
Well,
I don't
but they
think
did
so.
I
don't think so.
But Sonic did say something about like fighting like Vin Diesel and The Rock,
Yeah, I mentioned.
I know you mentioned it.
Yeah.
But that's a thing that happened behind the scenes.
You're the one that said family. I was yes-anding. You're mentioning a family.
Okay.
And trying to come up with a plausible and funny reason why they didn't say we're family, like Vin Diesel and The Rock, at the end.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Screenwriting.
Yes.
Plant, payoff.
Yeah.
It's like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It's like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, Wade.
Plant and payoff, not just for films.
Yeah.
Sometimes for podcasts too.
Yeah.
Would you recommend this film?
Yeah, I would recommend it. I thought it was fun. And I say, why the hell not? So yes, if you're not doing anything else, watch Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
If you're
it's
going to make a suicide hotline joke, but this doesn't seem appropriate right now.
Yeah, okay.
I would also recommend it. I think we lucked out. If there's any other two becalmed weekends, we'll definitely be doing other retro reviews.
Yes.
And I don't think the grass will be as sweeter on that side of the fence.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
These guys eat grass. What do they eat?
They eat corn dogs. Or chili dogs.
Sonic eats chili dogs.
Yeah.
But before he discovered chili dogs, what did he eat? You got an owl grandma. She's spitting up mouse pellets all the time.
Ew.
And no wonder the guy likes chili dogs.
That's gross.
You're just having to eat what owls eat.
That's really gross.
Yeah. Boy, I really loved her, but they're cooking. Not great.
Takes a cigarette, puts it in your mouth.
All right, well, that's it for our show for this week. Speaking of shows and weeks, we did not do a Patreon show.
No,
for the month of June.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Long story short, just busy and doing a lot of work. So we feel bad about that. We have to make that up. by doing one for this month that will encompass both June and July. Mm-hmm. And I'll give you a sneak peek. It's to be
Okay.
the man. You have to beat the man. To make up for those 2 months, it's got to be something big.
Okay.
So it's going to be 2 long movies.
All right.
One of them, super hot.
Okay.
And one of them, it's pretty cold.
Oh.
So if you're
That's the
a
sneak
Patreon
peek.
member or you want to be one, head to patreon.com/justenough-trope. Sign up to become a producer of the show, and you can vote on what we talk about for our end of the month show.
Will it be something hot?
We'll
Or
call it
something
it's the McDLT poll. A hot one or a cold one.
There you go.
We're
Okay.
not going to stick them together.
No.
You can only have half.
No. Yeah, you can only have the hot or the cold,
Yeah.
not together.
If you have a vegan girlfriend, McDLT, perfect. You rip it down the middle. You have the burger. She has the lettuce and the tomato.
Oh my gosh.
And you both throw those foam pieces in the ocean.
Oh,
where they shall
gosh.
remain forever.
Yeah.
God
Awesome.
damn you, Jason.
Alexander. Yeah.
I was going to say Schwartzman, but damn him too. Hey, if you want to join us and talk about nerdy stuff, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, whatever you can think of, you can find us on social media. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go and search for Just Enough Trope, and that's where we are. You can also find us on Discord. Join us there to talk about all of your favorite nerdy topics. A lot of interesting things popping off in the Discord recently. Mm-hmm. Some things that have made me go,
Yeah.
Yeah, in good ways and bad ways.
Okay.
Some kind of intense topics, but also some fun topics.
Mm-hmm.
So join us there. You can find a link in the show notes. It's the Just Enough Trope Discord channel. And also go to your listening platform of choice.
Yes.
Do I even have to say it? Subscribe to the show. You get it like a McDLT, hot and fresh,
Yes.
as soon as it's ready. Also, give us a rating and a review while you're there. Let our overlords know that we are doing a good job. We'd appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Give us 5 Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll need 2 more.
2 more.
There are 7 Chaos
Oh,
Emeralds.
there are 7. Oh, holy cow.
And they
okay.
form one big Chaos Emerald.
That's right.
Apparently.
Which we saw in the movie.
It was a little unclear. He becomes Sonic the Yellow, and then he throws him into the sky, but then he does the Superman with the pieces, and then it's got that. Is that a fake one, or is that the real one? Where'd they go?
I think it's like the real one. I don't know. It was very confusing. I think they were all together
This movie sucks.
at once and
Totally
then,
inconsistent.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
But that's okay. It's a ball of laughs and still fun.
Yeah.
So enjoy that and enjoy us. Give us 5 stars.
Yes.
We'll be back next week to talk about, hopefully not Morbius,
Yeah, hopefully
but I
not.
can't guarantee it. And until then, we're signing off. I'm your host, Caliban.
I'm your co-host, Mikan Hana.
Keep the geek fires burning.